I'm a faggot. That much is true. Well, I'm just a faggot on my knees for you. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Hierarchy Podcast. It's a production of the website fagsworshipalphas.com. I'm Sam the Faggot, and today I've got a special guest. Is Alpha J. Many of you who are on Twitter in the Fags Alpha realm of Twitter know of Alpha J. He's very visible on the scene. He's a very vocal leader in the scene, and he's been doing it for many years. He's a straight alpha, but he is no stranger to using faggots for his own gain. So I thought he would be an interesting person to talk to, so I'm really glad to bring him on the show. So he had a nice interview. Take a listen. I am here with Alpha J. He is a professional cash master, I guess you would say, and foot dom, basically. Primarily, that's your trade, right?
It is, yeah. Mostly feet is a big following for that.
Yeah, definitely. I've always had kind of a question. What is it about feet? And since you're very experienced at it, what is it about feet that turns faggots on so much?
I think that's a really good question, because aside from me just taking the viewpoint, when I take a picture, it's supposed to be so the point of view, a faggot is looking up. So I think partially it's that, he's being looked down on, and he's kind of down at my feet, like worshiping, kind of almost like what a servant would be like, down at your feet, like kind of bowing to you. And the overall just look of someone's feet, I think faggots just have, or foot fetish, they just look at a foot and they can just, appreciate it for however they see it. So I get a lot of compliments saying that I have nice feet. I'm not into feet, so I don't know what good feet look like, but yeah, I somehow just, I've even had faggots serve me in person where they just kind of like kiss my feet, lick them, and just, just have at it,
Yes, I've seen many of your videos over many years I've been involved with faggots and domination online. Anyway, I mean,
Right.
I've been a faggot my whole life, but like the last 5.5 years with the website, I've gotten more involved with the online stuff, and that's when I really got exposed to findom, and that's how I came across you. Now, how long have you been doing findom?
I would say it's about maybe 3.5 years now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess you started on Twitter in like 2018. So, what were you doing before that?
So I worked at a distribution company that I was in the office, sitting there doing like accounts payable, shit like that. And prior to that, I worked at a Wells Fargo bank for quite a while too. So
Oh,
they were mainly like office type jobs.
okay. So your banking should come in handy now that you're making all this money in findom. Yeah. So, but so Twitter was your first exposure to findom, or were you on other platforms before that?
Yeah, so I started out on what's called the bestflex.com.
Okay.
That is where I initially, so I did that, and I started a Skype account, and I posted a few pictures on the Bestflex, added my Skype, and I'll tell you, as soon as I started, it was so busy for me that I did not even know what to say to these people. They would just send me money and be like, "Can I just see you on camera?" And I said to my friend, I said, the first time I ever get a 20 tribute sent to me, a $20 payment, I said, that's going to change my whole life, because then I'm going to focus a lot of my attention on this world of making money for my looks.
Right. That's interesting. Well, it probably didn't take you very long to get that $20 bill.
Yeah. Once
Um,
people knew where to send it, it was free flow.
Right, right. I mean, faggots. It still shocks me even to this day, and I'm a faggot who's
Mhm.
known a lot of faggots and a lot of cash fags, and it still shocks me even today that the amount of money that faggots are giving to men like you online.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
does it?
That's a fetish in its own, is to have faggots
Yes,
give away their money, and I love that. That's what drives me to
really.
work hard. Yeah, it's
So
fun.
is that your fetish basically? Is that your part of the thrill of the fetish? Is the money part? I guess.
It is. It is. It's so weird that I when I wake up in the morning, I get if I see anyone has already sent me money before the day even starts, or if all it takes me is like a few minutes, like just before this call, I did it was me and my buddy John, who actually we'll get into that too. He's the one who started me out in this, and now I've been making him a lot of money because we just did a double cam session where we both got $50
Hmm,
and it only took maybe 2 minutes
right.
for this guy to be on camera, and he was satisfied fully with that, so that's it's adrenaline rush for me to make such easy money that is coming in at a steady pace, where in my previous jobs, I'd have to work and get an hourly rate, and now I can make more in less than an hour than I would make a whole day's work,
Well, in
with
some
that.
cases, you're making money while you're sleeping. So
And I am, yeah. I wake up to new OnlyFans subscribers, tips on there, regular tributes, and I roughly average maybe like 1 to 2 high paying fags per week that can kind of change the whole spectrum of how much money I make.
yeah,
Because a lot of guys pay just for like one session or two sessions. Some guys are like really well paid fucking faggots that want to give away some of that money, and that's
right.
what really gets me pumped up.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So do you have a lot of wealthy faggots like in your stable that you control or own?
Right, yeah, so I do. I have, I would say, 10 that are really well paid, and then another maybe 10 to 15 that make a decent amount of money. My highest paying faggot is a multi-millionaire. So
Oh,
he doesn't mind giving me $1,000 for no reason. Here you go. It's
right.
really cool.
That's power, isn't it?
That's some
Um,
power. Hell yeah.
right. So is it the money that's more attractive to you, or is it the power aspect, or is it a mixture?
It's definitely a mixture. I have a lot of fun um, taking these people, and it's so weird too. You know what's funny about it? A lot of times I won't even see their face. Like right now, I'm not looking at you, but I know in my mind that I have this power over you. In order for Think about it, somebody has to go into their phone, type in my name on a payment app, send me money, and then wait patiently to just look at me on camera and to imagine what it would be like to be in front of me. And that in its own makes me feel so superior in just life. I don't try to let it get to my head too much, but for how busy I am now, for how popular I've become, uh, it just feels invigorating,
Right, right. Now, before you got into this, did you, I mean, were faggots submitting to you in your, like when you were in high school or whatever, when you were younger? Did
Mhm.
you have faggots attempting to submit to you then?
I did, I did. I had a lot of guys that were clearly gay that were like f- getting my number from other people and like messaging me and just trying to talk to me, and they would like stare at me in the hallways and shit, and it was clear to me then that I was attractive to both sexes, to both men and women, and that kind of helped me understand how, you know, in
Your
the way
alphahood, your alphahood, basically.
I'm alphahood, yeah, and then I should not be working a regular job where I'm hiding behind a desk or something. I should be, utilizing my looks like I knew I had since I was like in middle school.
Right, right. It had to be. I've always kind of wondered the alphas that I knew in, let's say, high school, for instance. Uh, it had to be uh, heady for you to deal with this power that you had in you. That you're still young though, but you have this
Right.
power over people. Like how do you come to control that? It's kind of a question I have.
Yeah, so in terms of like controlling it, I don't know exactly how I'd control it. I just know it's just like anything you do, like whatever job you have, by the time you do it so many times, you just kind of get a flow, you understand it, you can maybe become an expert at it. So for me, by now, I just know how to utilize my power, and I just know how to get somebody weaker and weaker. And if somebody's hesitant to submit to me or to pay me, it give me a minute or two of talking to them, and then they instantly snap into the right mindset that I want them in.
Right. Exactly right. Um, so I was always impressed, I think, early on with you, uh, not obviously not just your looks, but or your feet, which are very attractive. But
Thank you.
yeah, the was the fact that you were willing to meet with faggots and uh, that you seem to genuinely enjoy the worship of your feet by these faggots.
I
Uh,
do.
like you were smiling, you were playful, etc. Like you kind of liked that affection or that worship.
Right.
Um, does I mean, does it turn you on in any way, or is it just you just is it just the worship in a non-sexual way?
Yeah, it's definitely non-sexual, but what comes to me in a whole wave of endorphins is that, in the in-person worship where it's me and someone else actually physically at my feet, I charge, thousands of dollars for that. And what ends up happening is when I receive that money and I'm just sitting back relaxing, letting someone be at my feet, it's it's a whole thing for me that I'm like, man, this person gave me a ton of money and this is only going to be for a few hours, and they're grateful for that. They're so thankful, and I just get to chill out, and it's fun for me to watch that person, um, in heaven pretty much, and me just kind of kick back and chill, and to make
I
that
mean,
easy money.
right. Oh, I mean, they're in heaven over something that for you is uh, maybe pointless. A
Yeah,
man doesn't think about his feet really. You know what I mean?
right, right,
In terms of like being a temple of worship or something, but
of
faggots
course,
definitely do. I mean, faggots basically look at everything about a man. Everything is holy to a faggot. So.
exactly.
Um, but feet are you pointed it out pretty well. It's we're at your lowest point on your body, basically.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
submitting to you totally that in that regard. Um, so, uh, how old were you when you lost your virginity?
Ooh, I was very young. I was probably like 13, maybe 13, 14,
Mm,
right around that age.
okay. Um, do as time has gone on and you have incorporated faggots into your life to this, degree, do you uh, share that information with women that you date, or um,
I love that question.
I'm sure you
I've
get
had I've had a few girlfriends now, while I've done this, and they are blown away. Not only does it, I think it make them more attracted to me,
yes, exactly. I was just gonna
yeah,
say that.
but yeah, but they are blown away at how often I have to be. I'm sitting there hanging out with them, or even just got done banging them, and I'm like, hold on, I gotta make this $100 real quick. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. They hear me in there, kind of like doing my thing, and then I come out of the bathroom, like, oh, I'm up $100, and they're like, holy shit, man. They usually work normal jobs. Like the one was a waitress, and then it's like they're like, dude, I have to slave over that shit, you know.
Now,
So,
let me ask you, because I've got my own theory about this, but I want to hear what you think.
mhm.
Why do you think the women are turned on by your domination of faggots?
It's just the power. They're turned on by how, like anyone in power, women love that, and then also to see the easy money come too. A girl is not only just attracted to the alpha male mindset, but they're also attracted to a man that is in the hierarchy,
Exactly.
higher up on the food chain. So it's like, I'm the lion, and all these faggots are just my prey. So that's kind of what a girl can look at it as.
Oh my gosh. Yes, well, that is absolutely my answer too. But
Yeah.
um, of course, but uh, yeah, that's got to be. I would imagine in your position, let's say you go to the bathroom, you make that $100 by doing what you do, you come out. I just figure you'd want to just fuck her again because just to grab her by
Yeah.
the throat and fuck her again, just like the aggression part, you know.
Rip her right by the throat, and then the rush kind of gets my blood flowing, and it will turn me on again. And I have had times where after a real time session, I get paid in hundreds, and I'll come home and spread the money out on the bed, and I'll fuck her right on the money because I'm like, look, babe, I made this shit just today in one day.
Yeah,
And the day's not even over yet because maybe I'll make money on camera again too. So
exactly.
yeah,
Right.
it's a great feeling.
Now, do you ever in any of these sessions, do you ever like get turned on and masturbate from the money that you make?
Uh, no, my masturbation when I do it
It's
is
probably rare.
it's separate, and it is rare. Yeah, but I mean, obviously when I was younger, but I think maybe into my late 20s now, I don't do it as much because I just always have an option. I always have an option of someone I could fuck.
That's that's a good cocky answer right there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
that's
master.
kind of how it
Very,
is. I
very good.
rarely.
Right, right. Um, have you ever thought about incorporating faggots in terms of like domestic faggots to keep around to take care of your life as you go about it?
Yeah, so that's a funny question as well because I had a little thing where prior to COVID, I posted a picture and I said I need a houseboy to,
Yes.
and I had tons of
Oh
requests.
my gosh, I can only
Yeah,
imagine.
I was making a little
You,
joke and I was like, get your applications in, like tell me why you're worthy, and
you almost needed a secretary faggot to take care of those, you know?
there you go. Exactly. Yeah, I even have one of those as well.
Oh, okay, good.
But yeah, but that's somewhat unnecessary because it's like if you want the job done right, do it yourself. I mainly have some that do like editing for me. But anyway, but yeah, so
Like
what
video editing?
like pictures, yeah, just kind of like getting
Oh,
anything digital that I need done, yeah. But I mainly do it mostly on myself though.
oh,
They don't get any sort of payment at all. They just do it.
right.
But
They're
as
doing it.
far as the
They're
houseboy thing,
faggots, sir.
yeah, they're faggots. There's no compensation in any way.
No.
Uh, so as far as the houseboy thing, I said I wanted one to come and kind of cook and clean because the girls I deal with mostly do all that stuff for me. But it's also just the power thing to have a fucking faggot in the house, just deep cleaning everything, doing my laundry, cooking, whatever, just like a little servant. And
Exactly.
it was right before COVID, so I was actually going to consider that too,
Yeah.
having even if he was relocated somewhere else, there were some that wanted to come fly in and do it. So it was pretty
Oh,
funny.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that alphas in your position, you, I mean, that would be like an ultimate statement of kingship, don't you think? That like it, you would be, you could sit down with your female friend or whatever, or your girlfriend or whatever, and
Mm.
your faggots would serve you food. They would kneel at your side. They would do what you wanted to do throughout every day. You know?
Just stay there on their forearms and their knees and just be like a footstool. I'll just put my feet on their neck or on their back and just kind of eat my food, pretend like they're not even there.
Exactly. All right. Exactly. I mean,
Yep.
that's absolutely possible. You know. So,
It is, yeah.
um,
It would have happened already if we didn't get in lockdown. So, and I
right.
might consider that whenever things open back up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Guess
Well,
what? You're going to get more applications. So,
yeah, yeah, I will for sure.
um, let's see. Let's get into kind of the nuts and bolts of FinDom a little bit in terms of money. So,
Mhm.
uh, I'm always, like I said, I'm always kind of stunned by the amounts of money. I actually saw the bank statement of a pretty well-known FinDom. He made $108,000 last month. Uh,
Month.
in a month, yes, in one
Wow,
month.
that is really really good.
I won't mention his name, but
Mhm.
that was crazy. So I think it was $80,000. It broke down $80,000 in FinDom tributes, and the rest of it was other investments or something like that. So
That is
that's a
fantastic.
lot.
Good for him.
Yeah. So what is the most that you've made, let's say in a week or a month or
Um, yeah, it always ranges. Some of my buddies like keep track of it. I don't keep track of it, but I've had $1,500 days.
Hmm.
I've had, weeks where I might have made like 5,000, 6,000.
Right.
But it sometimes is wavy, like I'll
Of
have a
course.
day where I make a bunch and then the next day I'll make like 300, but yeah, I've had strides where it's been pretty wild, but
Okay.
nothing like that. Nothing like that other guy. That other guy seems like he hit the lotto somehow. Um, but
He wouldn't give
but
me the
me,
details of
I
how.
might I might pull that in. I might pull somewhere around that maybe in the whole year or something like that to be realistic, but not in a month. Holy crap, that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, he does very well. I don't really like. I couldn't dig out the information about how he got that amount of money last month. But
He
uh,
should tell me.
well, if I find out, I will. But I don't
Oh
think
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah,
I don't
it's
think
cool
he'll.
though.
I don't think he'll tell me.
He
Um,
probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't either because it's a pretty cool cheat code in life.
yes, for sure. Well, I mean, if you have multi-millionaire faggots that you own, that
Yeah,
is definitely a possibility. For sure.
yeah, it is. You're right.
Um,
Utilize that more.
so like with the let's say the millionaire faggots that you own, do you
Mhm.
talk to them every day? How do you maintain?
Uh, it's mainly like so the one that I really like that he's very quick to send the money that I want that I demand of him. He's only about a once a month kind of guy. He has like a whole life. He has a whole family and everything.
Oh wow.
So yeah, what I kind of enjoy too about it is that some of these faggots they literally go right back to their wife or and they're secret about it, or maybe
Yeah.
they're all out and they're totally a complete faggot, but they only do this once in a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, the millionaire faggot is about a once a month type thing, and I'll pull in a couple thousand from him.
I
Um,
see.
yeah, and that's usually how that goes.
So many of your faggots are married and they're doing this in secret.
Uh, Yeah, maybe not many, but just I do have a lot. Like I'll notice a lot, or they'll have like a boyfriend or something, and they consider it like a separate relationship type thing, where this is
Mhm.
something that the boyfriend doesn't know about or whatever. That
Right.
hey, whatever your life situation you got going on doesn't affect me. I'm here to do my thing.
Exactly.
Hmm.
You're not judging, right?
I'm not
So,
judging. Yeah, whatever
right.
you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Um, do you, um, I guess I have a question like, do you feel sorry for faggots or how do you view faggots in your personally? Like, do you view them as bizarre? Do you view us as like,
Weak little bitches. No, I'm kidding.
well, no, we are that for sure, but,
That's
uh,
funny. No, I mean,
as a straight
yeah,
alpha male, like it's a different world, So you're in this situation. It's
right,
totally outside of your realm of understanding, other than the fact that you understand hierarchy pretty well. So
right,
you understand that you were born this way to be an apex alpha, let's say, and these
right,
faggots are born to serve you. So,
right.
um, but I guess I kind of wonder. Because you never came across to me as somebody who was uh, like an angry findom. Okay, so you ever see these kids show up in the scene and they're flipping the
Mhm.
camera off and they're spitting at the camera and
Yeah.
they're going fucking faggots over and over again. Um, they have uh, they have well, I'm gonna start naming names. I shouldn't do that, but
No, yeah, they
um,
have a lot to learn for sure. Yeah.
don't you think? I agree
Right,
with that.
right.
Yes, sir. Um, I never saw you act like that, but
When I started, I had a little bit of a rough edge to me because I wasn't sure about how to do it. So the spitting and the name calling. I mean, it's funny because you have to work that in if you want, but you usually have to create an identity that you're genuine and authentic with. So mine is just always who I am. Like I don't turn into Alpha J. I am Alpha J. So I'm just
right.
being me, and that's a huge. selling point for faggots that message me and they're like, I just love you as a person, not just how you dominate me, but I love you as a person. Like,
Right.
that's cool.
Yeah. How do you argue with that?
Yeah.
Right. This is one thing that I get frustrated with in the scene is that a lot of it is game playing crap. It's kids act playing a role as a dominant male instead of actually just being one and
Right.
in your life, like you just described. And that's good that you're like that. I mean, you just came into the scene and you became what you are.
Hmm.
And that's how it should be. Honestly, I picture you going down the street and seeing a faggot, and you'd have no problem just dominating that faggot right then and there.
Grab him right by his neck and yell at him right in his face and be like, "Listen, you know your place in this world,
Neil,
faggot." I see, yeah, Neil. I see guys in the gym looking at me, and you
Oh,
can
fuck
tell,
yeah, of course.
and it is what it is. I literally don't go a day without at least getting served in some manner through Skype or anything like that, or through my OnlyFans. But when it comes to like in my true real life outside of it, I still notice it. So I'm just surrounded by it, which
Of course.
I'm so comfortable with it though.
Right,
I
exactly.
embrace it. Keep loving me. Keep fucking serving me.
Mm, there you
That's
go.
fine. Yeah.
Right. I mean, I think this is a phenomenon that I have seen in my time, particularly investigating it online and talking to so many alphas, is that once alphas start using faggots, either sexually or financially or whatever, or domestically, once they start using faggots, they recognize them everywhere, just
Yeah.
like you just described. So,
Yeah.
like an alpha male could be working out in a gym and never notice it until he starts using a faggot, and then suddenly he notices all of them.
Yeah. It just puts you in the big perspective now.
Right? Yeah, right. But well, I didn't want to keep you. I know you got to run, but I
Yeah, I'm gonna
really
eat something in a little bit.
okay. I really appreciated talking to you and that you had phenomenal answers. I really enjoyed talking to you very much, and I hope uh, I hope all the faggots out there uh, come to follow you and worship you like so many thousands of other faggots do. Do you want to plug your avenues out on the internet?
Yep. So my Skype, you want to message me and get a cam session or a request a custom video, you can do that through Skype. It's spelled out as Tatted Jock 1725 at yahoo.com. You type that in, you can message me right there. My Twitter is at MuscleGodJ, Jay. And then OnlyFans is onlyfans.com/alpha J. So you can hit me up on any one of those platforms and you will get a response. I am very, very quick to getting back to people. I get hundreds of messages daily. So if it does take a little bit, don't worry. And also videos that get paid for get sent back pretty quick as well. So
Yes.
I'm very diligent with my work. And once you reach out to me and you get something from me, it probably won't be the last. So.
Well, I really appreciate it, Master. Thank you very much for your time.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on here. I appreciate
Uh,
it.
Bye.
All right. See you.
You see what I mean? He's a very insightful alpha for sure. It's always interesting to me. I think when I speak with straight alphas who are involved in using faggots in some respect, either sexually or financially or domestically, that um, the the insight that they have from the experiences that they have with faggots. Yeah, I really do feel like it deepens an alpha. It just expands their, I guess, understanding of the world or something. Or their of their power maybe might be a better thing. It just it's interesting the way it if you take just a straight alpha male who doesn't have any association with faggots whatsoever, and then you compare that alpha to alphas who do use faggots, there's a noticeable difference between them. Um, the faggot-free samples of alphas are they're very flat dimensionally. It's almost like they're 2D, and then alphas who use faggots are like 3D, okay, or maybe 4D. So you can just hear it in Alpha J's voice, and the way he speaks about this stuff, about hierarchy. So I just was fascinated by that conversation. So I appreciate Alpha J for talking. And I do have a special treat coming for I have another findom, a very popular, very well-known findom that's going to be on the show next week. So look for that. But anyway, thanks for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon, okay? Bye.